Welcome us about history. Today we are talking about these old buildings in Telluride.
Hey guys, today we're in Telluride. I drove up here for my birthday this past weekend, this past week, and I am here in Telluride, where there is no shortage of old world buildings. We're gonna have fun with this one because there's a big, massive tower right there down the street, and we're gonna go find out what that is. There's also a Masonic building right here, and you guys are gonna get to see everything that this town has to offer. All right, so that's my start off, and I'll see you guys at the first building. All right, guys, this one is really strange because this is an apartment complex right here, right? And I'm gonna show you guys the other side of this, and you're gonna see where it really looks like I transition in either materials or the bricks melted. So let me get you a video of this right here where you'll be able to see. I think I'm gonna have to walk around to the outside to get a video of this, but
Let me say Poppy. Happy.
all right, guys, here we are. This building right here, I'm gonna get you a good view of this. It looks like we had square stones up here on the corner, and then as we transition over, it looks like we got some melted bricks, guys. Looks like these things have suffered serious heat damage.
Dad, you want to see Hoppy?
So that's very interesting. All right, guys, welcome back. This is the very first building that I'm going to showcase. This used to be a national bank, guys, in Telluride. And you can see how big this thing is. That's my kid standing there right there. And they've got these marble columns, these tiny little marble columns, and this red stone. I don't even know what this red stone is. I've never seen this purple red color before, which is really interesting. The top of this building has gold on the very top of it. You're gonna see it in a minute. My kid's knocking on the column over here. I think he's learned something about all this.
Baby.
Go ahead, knock on the column for him. Yeah, solid. So however they made those, and I can almost guarantee you this building was built before 1890 or 1895 when we got our power tools. And it is literally breathtaking. This building is amazing. Look how big this block right here at the bottom of the column is. This block is absolutely massive.
And behind there?
It almost looks like these are some sort of colorized concrete that they're made of. Here's what the top of your column looks like.
Look, get this handle.
All right, and I'm gonna step back across the street so you guys can see this building. Gotta wait for traffic, guys. All right, here we go. All right, guys. So there's our building, looking beautiful as ever. And up here on the top, you can see where we've got some nice gold. That looks like a good symbol up there on the top. But we've got these four side pillars sticking out of the top of that column up there with the tower. This building is amazing. It's huge. And remember, we're in Telluride, Colorado. Telluride, Colorado is a tiny, teeny tiny town and way up in the mountains of Colorado. And this used to be the first national bank in Telluride, which that's very, very intriguing. And so today I will be showing you guys almost all of these buildings all the way down the street and then all the way back up. And not to forget that building right there too. All right, guys. I will see you for the next one. All right, guys, my kid pointed this out to me. This is in front of the new Sheraton Hotel in Telluride. This is right in front of the door. They have this hardwood cut open, and you can see down in here and to what looks like, well, perhaps there may have been another level down here, guys.
Let me get a pic.
Who
Let
knows?
me get part of it.
So,
Dad, let me do part.
I will let you guys know if I find any more things like this out here too. All right, guys. I have officially found the courthouse. They're claiming it was built in 1887. Look at all them big old bricks down there. Limestone, it looks like. It looks like the base is limestone. And the rest of this thing is probably red brick, I'm guessing. Not 100% sure, but I'm definitely guessing that this is red brick, guys. It's painted, so we don't know. All the red is paint. They've painted over all the original of this building. And so this was the, sorry about the traffic, guys. It's kind of busy here on this Saturday morning. And so there is our dedication as a courthouse. It's a really beautiful building. I wonder if originally that was the clock that was up there, because I really doubt it. But I'm gonna walk out into the street here. I'm gonna give you guys a good look at this, what it actually looks like from the street. Looks like I got a chance here. So there is our beautiful courthouse in Telluride, Colorado, guys. It's a pretty building. All right, I'll be back for the next one. All right, guys. I decided to do a second video on the courthouse because my kids showed me that we could walk back here.
Why is there just a ram squirrel there?
And so this is kind of interesting that the same limestone, it looks like, was used to build the bottom of this thing, is also used to build whatever this is, which looks like it might have been the county jail at some point in time, attached to the courthouse. It's kind of interesting.
There's stairs underneath stairs.
But
Dad, there's stairs underneath stairs.
it doesn't look like this was originally the courthouse or the jail, because if you look at it, you can see that these bars were definitely added at a later point in time. That's why they have the wood on the sides. They should have added them straight into the brick, but they didn't, which is really strange. And then we've got cinder block up inside there, so they built a secondary building inside of this, whatever this was, in order to house potential quote-unquote criminals or people that they saw as being negative, or somebody that might be offsetting to society, or, you know, try to tell us what happened before they took the courthouse here. And so on this side, we got this great example of what we do, which looks terrible, and the example of the way it looked when it was originally done. And it looks like a lot of this has been severely heat damaged. This brick literally looks, this stone looks burned. And it looks like a lot of these have, the casing on the stone is flaking off because it got too hot. So,
Dad, you want to come get a video of the old building before they tear it down? Two of them?
so here we go.
Inside. Follow me.
Here we go. We got Oh, and look, we got lichen growing on this again. So remember, this stuff takes a very long time to start growing, and a patch that big would take over 100 years to grow. And so this is a very, very strange building, and it goes down underground. There we go. There's your underground right there. So that's the back of it. It's a beautiful building. But over here, right on behind the courthouse, you can see we got... Thanks, my lunch break, for putting this out there. We got Donkeys Incorporated. I'm using this because I love it. My kid loves it too. These buildings, this is what they will tell us was made in the 1800s. But we all know that this is what we were building in the 1800s. We were building these fabulous brick buildings everywhere, stone buildings everywhere. That's all we built in the 1800s. But they want us to believe that what we really built was these. And my kid's in a construction site and he needs to get out. Get out of there right now. Construction site. Get out of there right now.
Let me get video.
No, get out of there right now. Now. Get out of there. No, do you see you just passed a fence? Do you see you just passed a fence? You can't do that. You can't do that.
Let's go there to that.
So.
Ain't that Donkey Incorporated?
Yes, that is Donkeys Incorporated. Thanks, my lunch break, for giving us that. We'll see you at the next one, guys. All right, guys, this one's really interesting. We've got what looks like a brick building. That's actually wood. This is really weird. I've never seen anything like this before. And this is in Telluride, guys. Very weird. Very odd. What'd I say? Thank you. Okay. All right, stop swinging that. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna walk down the street here a little bit. We're right in the middle of the road, but it's blocked off in the middle of the road. You're not supposed to be in the middle of the road here in this town, I guess. So there's that one. And we're gonna get these ones because these are pretty cool too.
I'm trying to be street perfect.
Okay, guys. We will be back for the next one. We're gonna do some video of that one right there. All right, here's the next block down, guys. These buildings are really cool. This is the one that we were in front of, where you can see down there, it looks like there's a lower level underneath the ground here. It's really interesting. It's really odd. This town is way up in the mountains. It takes hours and hours and hours to get here. And there are these old world buildings all over the place. I mean, they're everywhere. It's every single building is an old world building up here. It's really weird. Really weird. You can see they've painted the sides of these things. They've painted every single building. The original stone is not the same color almost in any of the buildings. But this is definitely one of my favorites, this right here. I really love this building. So I just had to show you this from a good distance away so you guys can get a real good look at it. All right, guys, I'll be back for the next ones, but here's what they'll have you believe we did in the 1800s right here, this wood building. But this is what we were really doing in the 1800s right here. This is what we were really doing. They really had us believing that we were making wood buildings back then, but we weren't. We were building stone buildings. All right, guys, still in Telluride, and this is the Telluride Transfer Warehouse. This is built in 1906, so as they say, it is completely dilapidated. They are changing the structure into something else. I guess it's gonna be an art installation. And so that'll be really interesting, but they've got it held up with these big long metal pieces from the inside and the outside so it doesn't collapse. I guess in the 70s, the roof fell in. And so after that, they stopped using this building. It was used for textiles and for gold and for animals and all kinds of stuff. And isn't that strange, guys? You see this? This dark line that goes all the way across, almost like it was covered in something, maybe like they had to dig it out of something to begin with. And that goes all the way around that building. So And it's at the same height all the way around the whole building. Very weird. Very, very weird. And so here's the inside. So it looks like inside this thing. You can see that it was several layers thick of stone, how they built it. The wall. That's at least 18 inches thick. And I guess my kid over there is yelling out down here, saying that there's an underground of this building, that's very interesting because this building is built straight on the ground. It's really weird. Really, really weird. I'm gonna get some more video from the other side over here. Looks like this whole side collapsed. But there you go, guys. So there's our next one in Telluride. Let me see. So my kid just brought an old brick out of here. We got it sitting right here. They're solid bricks. They seem a little bit heavier than normal bricks. Pretty interesting. All right, guys. See you at the next one. All right, guys, welcome back. Sorry it's a little bit windy. You might hear the wind blowing in the back. I apologize for that. But we have got a series of absolutely gorgeous buildings here. We've got this one. I have no idea what it originally was. I'm gonna get pictures, put them on my Patreon for you guys. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. You can find me on YouTube or on Patreon. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook under Lost and Found History Rewritten. If you guys want to contact me, email is the same, lostandfoundhistoryrewritten@gmail.com. As always, I will go out upon request if it's close enough to Denver and get video of any of these places that you guys want to see. And so this, I guess, was a bank. This building we're walking up on. And it's a pretty nice building, but those columns, as I'm going to show you, the columns are hollow. I'll have my kid knock on it with his back scratcher, but this is perfect, you guys, right here. This is probably like the most perfect scene I've ever seen to tell you guys that this is what we used to build, not this. This was built first, then this, not the other direction, guys, which is really weird. Chili, go knock on the columns.
We can go in.
Nope, not back. Child.
You guys have been all around town taking pictures.
Oh yeah, I got a YouTube video.
Nice.
Our YouTube channel. Okay, guys. You guys can hear that? Those are hollow. They're empty on the inside. This building is literally amazing. We got the top of the ionic columns up there. We got all the little squares on the top above with a pediment. This is crazy. This building is insane. And then right next door, this is probably the best example I've ever seen. Then we have Donkeys Incorporated next door. So yeah, that's the next block. This is across the street. On the corner, I think they tore a building down on the opposite corner over here. Pretty sure right there in that corner they tore a building down. I just read this little thing over there, and I'm pretty sure they tore a building down on that side. So yeah, I will be back here in just a second with more video for you guys. All right, guys, welcome back. We are still walking down Main Street in Telluride, and I think my kid wanted to present this one to you guys. So I will let my kid present this building to you guys.
There is a bank right there. That's an old bank right there.
How old do you think that bank is? From what year,
like-
what era?
19th century. 1890s maybe.
Okay, and this one is considerably older, than the last one we were just in front of. They don't even have columns or pediments or anything on this. The only thing they have is up here at the very top, they've got bank carved into the red sandstone, which is really interesting. This is a really cool town. All the bricks, every single brick is cut individually to fit these. And then I will show you across the street here. And this building, you can tell they have painted the life out of it.
Yeah.
And it looks nothing like what it originally did. Not at all. And so here we've got, do you guys, I've always wanted to ask this, you guys. So this says it's painted on the brick. Do you think they built these buildings to have their words painted on the side of the building or on the brick? I really have a problem with that, because I don't think that these buildings were designed to be painted on. I really don't. And so that's this block, guys. That building's pretty cool too. Looks like maybe they removed part of the top of the building up there at one point in time. And so that's down Main Street, or Colorado, in Telluride. And I think we're gonna have 1 or 2 blocks left, and that'll be it. See you for the next video, guys. All right, guys, welcome back. This is probably the weirdest building in town. It is clearly owned by them. We're not gonna talk about them on this channel. I don't wanna get banned. So I definitely do not talk about them on my channel. However, this is where they have the mining monuments for... Quit lying to them, child. So...
Well, he's not far from right.
I'm gonna play that too.
And we've got the labor. That one was gold. This one's labor.
Oh, another winner.
A winner.
You win.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. And so now we know that we are never talking about them on my channel. This is not something that we communicate about on my channel.
I don't know about this game.
It takes a while to get the right amount of force.
A little harder next time. You'll do good.
This area is
And so they have all the windows done with cymatic patterns, which is really odd. And we know that this is definitely their lodge. And the bottom half has been turned into an Ace Hardware here. And look at that big old block down there. That's a big block, guys. But I'm gonna walk out here and give you guys a view from the street of this building real quick. So there it is, guys. Be back for the next one down the street.